Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Tormentum Dark Sorrow. So I'm already past the point where I'm even going to predict that we're close to the end of the game. I've done it probably 2 or 3 episodes now thinking we were close to being done. If not, most of the episodes actually. And so, while, yes, in the back of my head I think we go here and we get the design of the sword and then we find the metal of the sword. And then stab at the statue in the heart. I bet there's more than I think. So we throw the magic dust, and that clears the fog. Wounds he suffered during the attack were proven fatal. Dead body, the attack took many lives. This horned knight showed no mercy. So we can go to the left, or we can go upward. Let's go to the left. And what's this? I don't need this. Impaled on a jagged rock. He's dead. This guy's the only one not dead. Let's talk to him. There's sorrow in the wind today. Can you feel it? A great battle took place here. We were attacked by the knights from the castle, obsessed by the idea of purging us of evil. They were aided by someone who we once took for a friend. He cast a poisonous fog around our village, leaving us defenseless against the knights. If I'm not mistaken, he belongs to the race of the Grey Ikari. You may identify them by their large, tattered wings. He probably sold us for a handful of eggs. Still, we were lucky enough to injure him. He could not have gotten far. So the bird that wanted the egg attacked. And my guess is he always would have attacked. This... I'm missing a piece right now, clearly, but we can't go further to the left, we can go back, and there's what looks like a house on fire. The keys on the instrument have markings I've never seen before. It's like somebody playing a piano with their feet. One night, a winged creature came to our camp. It asked for shelter and we gave it shelter. Little did we know it would prove to be a falsehood trader, spreading a paralyzing fog under the cover of night. He sold us for a handful of eggs, undoubtedly. These flying creatures have a weakness for them. Please find him. I shall offer you my help. He's wounded. He can't be so far. Hello again, friend. Cough, cough. Soon after you gave me the crown, my assistance was requested. Cough. I was to protect the frozen tears from the castle invaders. Cough, cough. The crown turned out to be a worthless piece of metal. It was to gain unlimited power. It was but an empty promise. Legends have played a cruel joke on us. Cough. How were you to know? We all make mistakes. Cough, cough. So... Is the crown still around somewhere? And see, this whole thing looks like it's highlighted, but it's not actually. The fire consumes everything around. Another warrior corpse. Let's just be really careful to look around and see. So we trusted the right person, they still got killed. Okay, so I guess good to know. our decisions were right, but it didn't matter. Like, I seriously doubt anybody would ever want to play this twice in a row. Whether you picked right or wrong. So many games are jaded like this and have a good ending and bad ending just to stretch out the length, particularly short games, and they might as well just give it up. Do something like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, where it's a relatively short game, but it's a very specific story that does not change at all. I would much prefer something created by the creators of Vanishing Ethan Carter in this artistic style than what we have here. The artistic style is kind of just a fancy wrapping around a bad game. Okay, we know what this is. We want slanted eyes, a flat nose, and frowning face. Alright. Oh, we don't even have to mix and match that way. Much do we? Slanted eyes, and this. And that, I think, is all we needed. And then on this one, we want curved eyes and showing teeth. Oh, there's more to this, isn't there? So squares with triangles. This column starts to shake. Column sinks into the ground, and there's nothing else here, so this is just an unlocking factor. And let's see. Little doors with triangles on the... Let's see. Getting back is not completely intuitive. There we go. Is there anything else to click on? Constructing such a cathedral must have taken ages. There's a lot of suspension of disbelief you have to do in a game like this. It's kind of like the movie Mad Max. You have to just start off with the idea that the world is full of crazy people that think completely different. Portrait of some poor sick soul. And there's a lot of pictures here that I imagine are just concept ideas that they were going to have in this game and they didn't even use. That looks like a people heading towards the cathedral. Strange building. Like, if we are getting told a story here, people crossing some unsettling arches. Person at the bottom gazing at something colossal. A balloon over the ruins of a city. A structure of some sort. He's not even able to describe the things he's saying. Grotesque face with a twisted grin. Almost looks like there might have been something like a secret panel. Like heaven connected to the earth. A winged man. Let's see. I thought I saw something sparkling. It's just a piece of dust, isn't it? Little pieces of dust. The only thing that it seems to be is a symbol. That's the only thing that seems to make much sense. Oh, and there's so many pictures, so many concept arts. That's what this all started with. I bet it was just an art project. Just, I'm gonna draw and animate, and then somebody else said, hey, let's take your animation and make a game out of it. Because the backgrounds are barely even backgrounds. They're so specifically designed, so artistically laid out. They're more portrait shots, I would say, of a world. And it would be easy. It'd be easy to just add this character on top of a portrait. Animated tree. If there's really a story here, I'm not getting it. And if this is really some kind of tricky path, I really don't get it. And see, this is a way to go and this is a way to go, so we'll try them both. Let's see. A crown does not make a king. A heart does not make does a king make. A king must have his heart open for all, giving hope for a better tomorrow. Hope is not a dream. It is a way of transforming dreams into reality. Should the king open himself to others, the secret within the crown will be open before him as well. And see, this is the first bit of text. It's about the crown I found that seems slightly nice. Like a blind painter and the old man. Metal Colossus, someone sold the yeah. It's like these all feel like game pitches. Like we could have more of this game, and we could have this in the game, and we could have that in the game. And I imagine the person who did this art probably has a much bigger art collection. But maybe not. Maybe they put every single thing they've ever done in the game at this rate. There's some slight differences. H.R. Giger also had some pretty slight differences that, if to the naked eye, the average viewer, but if you became pretty familiar with his work, you would notice that sometimes he would go one way and sometimes he would do something slightly off, where even though most people would have said it all looked the same. Well, we've looked at all the pictures. Meow. Some kind of cat? Okay, let's talk to this guy. Look, cat, we have an unexpected visitor. Rather smart too, wielding the power of code breaking. Since you're already here, please tell me how Life is outside the cathedral. We rarely leave these walls, you see. The village destroyed, I can see. Building this sanctuary many years ago was a wise idea. You have lost your memory and hope to regain it by awakening the statue on the hill. Why aren't we having a conversation back and forth? Has our character spoken at all to anyone? Maybe not. Maybe they're just so invested in not having him face the camera like all of these other characters that he has just been the silent protagonist the whole game. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Most who come here seek redemption for their sins. Apparently, a statue attracts individuals with a deeply rooted conviction of their own evil. Are you any different? I am one of the few who have crossed the gates hidden within the sculptures and returned. Not many believe my tales. Most believe I've gone insane. In my many years ago, I have paid a high price for my recklessness. I have gone completely blind, and yet to this day I struggle to recreate in my paintings what I saw on the other side. It's pretty tough to paint when you can't see what you're painting. I want them to be warnings for people like yourself. Believe me when I say there's nothing good will await you when you cross to the other side. So there's some other dimension that's even worse than this. Nevertheless, I have to have the passage revealed to you. You must thrust into the statue a sword made of metal from the stars. I buried mine a long time ago. 1 second, I'm going to sip some water. A lot of talking, a lot of reading in this game. This game could desperately do better with voice acting. Do you remember where I buried it, Cat? Oh yes, you weren't even born back then. What do you say, Cat? Shall we help him? If my paintings and my words do not discourage you, then I can do nothing more to stop you. I can draw you a sword design that will reveal the gates behind the sculptures. The star medals you still need to find on your own. Before I help you, however, I will ask of you one small favor. Take this set of tools and restore 30 of my paintings. Time is slowly consuming them. In exchange for your effort, I will prepare a Star Sword blueprint for you. Okay. Picked up the repair kit. Lots of work to do. Whenever you're ready, my cat will show you the way to the paintings in need of restoration. Don't listen to the old fool. Why bother? I'll just show you the paintings behind which the old man hid the pieces of the star sword sketch. Look at the wall. I'll mark it with my claws. There's one tiny detail. To get the blueprints, you'll need to cut the paintings up. But that's no real loss. Here's a set of knives. Go ahead and use them. The demented old man won't even notice. He's already completely blind and can hardly hear. So we have 30 paintings to... Or we could take the knives. I have to think twice about it before using them. So it's almost certainly that the game wants you to look at all the pictures, and I guess it's giving you a really easy way to avoid doing all of that. And see, if these were truly scary things and there was jump scares or reactions, like audible reactions by the main character every time he looked at something new, then okay, that might make sense. But that really isn't the case. I think this game does have achievements, so maybe there's achievements for cutting all 3. Maybe there's achievements for doing all 30. This is a pretty rigged way to show off all your art. The whole game is just a rigged way. So, are they trying to say that the knight is a fallen angel? I don't know. Like, even if you go with that, it still doesn't fully make a ton of sense. This world is just backwards. Backwards from what most people's sentimentalities would be. See, that just looks like a regular building too. And I don't know what real restoring he's doing here. It seems like he's just kind of dusting them. But we were going to look at all of these pictures anyways, so it's not a big loss. We might be near the end, but like I said at the beginning of this recording, I'm past saying things like that. And see, that's probably the most human flesh we've seen in the whole game. And just regular animals mostly. These pictures aren't that interesting. They just aren't that interesting. So we've done everything in this room. We go back this way. And we're in this room now. And if I knew I was just gonna have to polish all of these, I would have not looked at them in the first place. You could make a game around this idea, but you would have to spread the paintings out throughout the whole game. And you certainly could have done that. You could have had a 30 art repair kit, like item collected at the very beginning of the game, and then just in random places where we did see a couple of other paintings, we would just see more of these. And then it would be really amazing if somebody actually restored all the art without even knowing a reason for it. That would be more of an achievement and more of kind of an astonishing move. And I have 4 more, and there's definitely more than that they could use repair. Seems a little odd. Game doesn't even really care about all of them. Let's do this one. I restored all 30 paintings as the old man requested. Time to claim my promised reward. As if my works were painted yesterday. Marvelous. Do you like my paintings now, cat? My cat is very pleased as well. You have deserved your reward. I will draw you the sword design that I keep in my memory. If you're still so determined to go there, be careful. And see, he just draws it in my own notebook. So the notebook is an actual thing. Painter locks the cathedral door. He really values his privacy. Okay. We, I guess, can go show the drawing to the blacksmith, but we still don't have the metal. I see you already have the blueprints for a sword, but I still need the metal to forge a blade. Look in the chapel west of the cathedral. Apparently, this guy's up here. Interesting, let's talk to this guy. Cough, cough. We meet again. Cough, cough. Know that you should have given me the egg. None of this would have ever happened. Cough, cough. I wouldn't have to sell myself to the castle out of hunger. This is all your fault. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Now please just let me die in peace. I witness petty desires leading to great tragedies. Not wasting any more time, I return to the burning village to report on the results of my search. Have you found the winged trader? Reveal where the Grey Icarus is hiding, or be silent and spare him. Let's be silent and spare him. You're silent, I see. I guess you haven't found him. The winged creature must have escaped. Very well. We will catch it soon enough. I have some advice for you. The music will show you the way. And then a duff. Some notes. I will try to play them. Well, one would assume this is all upside down. So we start with this one, which would be... Oh wait, did this rotate because it's hanging on the hinge? If it's regular music, the little clef note or whatever this is, would tell me something. So let's start with this one instead. See, this one here looks like it's the right one, but it isn't. The triangle's backwards. And this one looks like it's the right one, but it's not. Let's try. There's a Baba black sheep. Of course, there's no timing here, so who knows if you're playing any of it right. And these are upside down, actually. This symbol is totally upside down. It's upside down from this symbol too. This is ridiculous. Whatever. Just try to translate it as best as I can and hope this is right. And last one. Some of the notes I'll try to play them. I just, as best as I configured, I did play them. So I guess we'll try it backwards this time. But if I have to play this in time, that's going to not work. And this might just be rage quit inducing. Honestly. Oh, this is not the right one. Why is it? Did I just play this? I'm thinking I didn't play it right before. So I may just have to go back and forth a couple times to get this correct. I have nothing. I have nothing drawn. And it's just this. That's all this is. So this has to be the symbol, because there's nothing else that's anything close to that. So this, and then this, maybe this one. Let's see, I just played this one, so it would have to be this one. Okay, maybe that was the part that threw me. And then this one points the other direction. And then this is the only one with 3. So that has to be it. And then this is the only one with the hook in it. Oh. And then we have a triangle that's upside down. That one is the weirdest part. It's like, it is this. But, oh, it's this here. Okay. I just am not seeing these symbols. Too many symbols. Can't see the forest for the trees. And then this, and this, and finally this. I have played the music and I have played it in the right order. And that shot this lightning rod, and that gives me a stone disc. All the other puzzles have been very easy. That probably would have been pretty easy for people who are musically trained and inclined. I'm downright awful when it comes to music, though. Now I just have to align the discs correctly. So I don't think this is too much of a difficulty, actually. The only real thing that's going to prove to be difficult is that. So let's put that there, do this, this, and this, this. There we go. These two need to be swapped. That's in the right place. And these two need to be swapped. Maybe. Maybe not. There you go. Just look at the difference there. It's like one puzzle took me several minutes. This puzzle took me nothing at all. Head to the blacksmith now. He'll know what to do with it. And see, this character just says the same thing again. The game for this third act has kept our inventory very small, and the rooms are moderately being underused. Let's go up here. At least you deserved was a peaceful death. Interesting. So let's give him the star medal. The blacksmith devoutly begins crafting the swords. The notes I collected at the Mad Painter's Cathedral have proven very useful. Here's the sword I forged for you. Drive the blade into the sculpture on the hill. If the stories are true, a passage should be revealed to you. Good luck. I've taken the star sword. The blacksmith did a fine job. So if this just takes me to another area, and yet again we're in another puzzle section, that's not going to be a great place to end the game, or just even continue the game. I would like to see things kind of end here. See, I really have no reason to stab this guy. At last, the stone hands. I have like literally nothing else I can do, so I assume that it is the right thing. This game has forced me to kill many creatures, many animals, so stabbing a statue is definitely in line with that thinking. Even though it does have us make moral decisions with several other creatures, several really weren't our choice. Something's happening. The sword has awakened the sculpture. It would be really weird if you go through this portal and it turns out to be the normal world and it's all wonderful and just beautiful, or heaven. I feel force lifting me upwards as my body becomes limp. That feeling as if time has been stopped, or had it ever existed. I'm blinded by light. I don't know what's happening to me. I feel as if my heart were being ripped to shreds. When I open my eyes, I realize I am somewhere else completely. Well, I suppose the good news is you didn't die. Bad news is you didn't end up in Kansas. Man, just more of the same. I am pleased to see that you have made it this far. We have been waiting for you. To find the truth, you will need a key. Make your choice. Choose the key of light if you consider yourself a good person with a clear conscience. Choose the key of darkness if it is darkness that lies within your heart. The decision is yours. Remember, your destiny we have is the destiny we are. Let's see. What are you waiting for? Choose a key. Again, no guarantee that this is the key of light and this is the key of darkness. Everything else has been different and backwards. I'm gonna say, though, I think I've done pretty well, but I did murder somebody. And wouldn't it be common for somebody who is purely evil to think that they're totally perfect? It's not a 50-50 choice. It's asking, is there any evil in you at all? At least that's how I'm interpreting it, versus are you completely perfect? And I guess I have to take the key of darkness. But let's just run the odds and take the key of light. Taking the key of light, my conscience is clear. The grate is locked. One of the keys has been left inside. And there's nothing more that goes that direction. And we go this way. And see, these are straight up alien creatures. And kind of like a Boba Fett with Slave Leia thing going on here. They seem to be fused to the ground, staring at the horror at many-headed beasts. They look as if there was no more hope in them. I hope you're ready to know the final truth. From this point on, there is no return. Crawl deep into the place where either good or evil shall open the doors to your destiny. Let's go. Crawling on my knees, I squeeze through the tunnel completely devoid of light. Under my hands, I can feel bones gathering on the slippery surface. My nostrils overwhelmed by the stench of rotten flesh. The only thing I find at the end is a tunnel, is a ladder leading further down. I have no choice but to take it. I descend the ladder. I notice an elevator. And I guess we're just getting in the elevator. Up or down? I guess we're going down. I still don't get the technology. As I enter the elevator, I lose track of time. I ride down. The ride down seems to have no end. The initial excitement gives way to frustration. Is this some form of punishment? So a world so obsessed with punishment as an idea. Everyone I've met during my journey has begun to return to my memory. Some of my memories are connected with regret. Were my actions always right? I will never know. The elevator continues to descend the never-ending abyss. Slowly I fall into the arms of Morpheus. Morpheus being the god of dreams. In my dreams, I see an old man whom, at the end of his life, understands the concept of hell. The wasted chances, all the opportunities we missed during our lifetime. He keeps wondering how his life would look today had he seized all the opportunities he missed. But this cannot be done. There's no second chances until this realization. Upon this realization, he plunges into sorrow, which will last him an eternity. I am overtaken by the paralyzing fear that I might be that old man. At this moment, I wake up. The elevator suddenly slowed its descent. So we've got some scales here. And I guess we're gonna put the key in this and see if we chose wisely. It's like a fake angel. Almost human. Long have I waited for you, but you have finally succeeded in wading through the remnants of your memory to find me. This place is buried deep underground, just as your memories are in the chasm of your consciousness. I assume you have many questions, as does every lost soul who enters here. You might prefer to disbelieve, but your body has long since been consumed by the earth. Ah, yeah, that's why he was silent the whole time. It's because you were just a skeleton the whole time. Everything you have experienced in the castle, in the wastelands, in frozen tears, it was just a spectacle, a projection of your shattered memories. Okay, well then that would explain why it's so weird, and why it's so grotesque. It's pretty well animated, rotting corpse. Although I bet his teeth would have fallen out by now. A unique world created solely for the purpose of determining whether the nature of your soul can still change. So it's just explaining this whole game now to you. You must wonder what events led you here. Be warned, the truth may be cruel and difficult to accept. Jealousy. This was the catalyst of your deeds, leading to your tragic end. We saw literally no examples in this world that would even imply I was a jealous person. That's just terrible writing. Behold the final moments of your life. This is just, you know what this is? It's kind of just a ripoff of Dante's Inferno, a game that came out many years ago. Your obsessive jealousy drove you to murder your beloved, killing yourself soon afterwards. You had no courage to live with a sin so heavy, instead choosing to escape. See, there should have been hints to this in the game. There should have been flashbacks, dreams, something that would have implied this. With your cowardly act, you closed 2 books. This was another and final display of cowardice. Deep within their soul, anyone knows too well that although suicide might be a solution, it's a truly shameful one. And when all seems lost, it's more honorable to be defeated by life than to suffer death by your own hand. By the way, also this just looks like a normal world. No grotesqueness at all. And this looks like the sword that you stabbed into the statue. Yep, some symbology there, I suppose. In effect, your soul arrived into a world formed from the fragments of your memories, dreams, and nightmares. All this so you could redeem your sins, prove that you're worthy of salvation, or confirm you deserve eternal damnation. You were given another chance. Let us see if you succeeded. You killed a fellow prisoner even though you did not have to. His heart was not pure, but no creature deserves such punishment, especially at the hands of a mortal. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Let's see what else it punishes me for. There was also good in your deeds. Behold. You were being told to kill the woman trapped in a cage, but you chose to act rationally. You repaired the door to the spider's den while you could have opened it. You avoided unnecessary bloodshed. You did not kill the horned knight, even though the means to do it were right in front of you. You saved the being from the crossroads from dreadful torment. You freed the man imprisoned at the bottom of the well. So you probably could have not killed the prisoner and freed the man from the well. You gave the crown to the lizard from the tower. You chose well. He was a very wise being, incapable of using the crown's power to do wrong. You let the Icarus die in peace. You lied in order not to reveal his hiding place. But you are forgiven. Your intentions were noble. The paintings meant a lot to the painter. Their restoration was a drop of joy in a sea of sorrows for this old man. The jester's heart was shrouded by darkness, and yet you were able to forgive him and give him a second chance. The decisions you had to make during your journey were put before you to test your corrupted soul. So, of all the choices, only one I did wrong, and that was an accident. You were not perfect. I noticed a single flaw on your soul. However, in your final choice, you were driven by pride, not admitting before yourself that you may not be perfect. The key was a prideful test. Alright, so 2 mistakes. You have been given one final chance, and you have squandered it. Your soul shall be damned for eternity. And let's see. Oh wow, somebody actually died. The artist, I think, died. And you can tell by this heavy metal that this is definitely influenced by heavy metal art and music now. A lot of, I would say, European names, so this is probably one of those small European companies that made the game. Much like Downfall, if you didn't do it exactly perfectly and follow a walkthrough, you're just not going to get the perfect ending. I made 2 mistakes. One was a misinterpretation of this. And this was one of those Indiegogo games where they convinced a bunch of people to fund it, and that explains the art style really well, is give us money so we can make a video game, and then we'll make it look really interesting as a pitch, because the pitch for this game is kind of an amazing pitch. If there was just a good game behind it, though, is the problem. Yeah, there just isn't. Yeah, so in Downfall, there's a B, and a C ending, and you have to get the A ending, you have to have like 0 points out of 27 to get the... No, to get the A ending, you have anywhere between 1 and 26 points. To get the B ending, you have to have 0, and the C ending, you have to get all 27. Interesting art here that doesn't particularly match up. And it's more like a Game of Thrones thing. I wonder if this extra art is somewhere in the game files where you could use these as backgrounds. That'd be interesting. Nice. But also some of this art just isn't all of the same story and style. It's similar, but it's slightly different. So yeah, I would have to probably, to get the good ending, I probably would have to just follow a walkthrough all the way through. And I don't think I'd ever do that. Let's look at the options. Yeah, there's nothing new here. And credits would just go back to this. So there's I suppose not a lot to say here. It's just the things I said before. This game is really, really bad. It looks really good. There are several other games that have a similar artistic style to this that are in the works, and hopefully they will be a lot better, but often is the case that once something takes an interesting visual appeal, it fails to actually be a well-programmed and well-made game. Borderlands is a great example of that, because the game of Borderlands 1 originally just looked like any other first-person shooter, something like Halo or Call of Duty. But at the last second, they added a new visual appeal. So they could have changed it to look like anything, and it wouldn't have really affected how well that game played. And the underlying game plays pretty good in Borderlands. The underlying game in this doesn't. It is really, really weird. It's badly written. It's not voice acted, so there's a lot of reading. The choices are moderately obvious. The puzzles are stupidly easy. Honestly, this should have not been a game if they just wanted to show off their art. Then it should have just been a walking simulator. Something like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. That actually is probably a much better game to play than this and get a similar idea. Well, that's it for this series. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, particularly since I got stuck in that one area, and that certainly was incredibly frustrating. But I wouldn't say it was really worth it. If they came out with a sequel to this game, which I guess you really couldn't do that because they just spoiled exactly what this world was, and that it would never be the same for anybody else, and you can't be the same character. So at best you'd have a spiritual successor to this game, and I don't know why you would want to do that. But if they did make a sequel, I wouldn't want to play it. I don't want to play this again. Even if it was just for a very easy achievement, I don't think I'd spend the time on it. That's it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, or Battle.net, all of those links are down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.